Hi everyone, this video is an introduction to the moon from an astrological and tarot perspective. So if you're starting to work more with astrology or wanting to do that in your daily life, the moon is a good place to start. The moon represents our emotions, intuition, feelings and inner wisdom, and it's about what makes us feel safe and secure. It can also represent hidden secrets. So when studying the moon, it's good to know when the following three things are happening. Number one, eclipses. They represent big shifts and changes. Number two is the new moon. So that is bringing in a new energy, new beginnings and starts, clean slates and fresh new energy. It can be mental and emotional new starts just as much as physical. And the third thing to be aware of is the full moon. So that can be a time of release and letting go. It's a time of strong intuition and emotions. It's like a giant cosmic spotlight shining on an aspect of your life, depending on where that's occurring in your chart. If you don't know this, about your personal astrology chart, it actually doesn't matter. Normally you'll just know from what's happening in your life and what you've got strong feelings about at that point in time, that that's the area of your life that's being focused on. And we also have here the phases of the moon, which lasts around 28 days each month. So each full 28-day cycle can be seen as a journey, much like the cycle of the year and the seasons. So I'm going to talk through this journey around through the cycles of the moon. We start at the new moon, when the moon is hidden from sight. So as I said, there's a sense of expectation and enthusiasm for what's to come, a clean slate and a feeling of potential. Then we have the waxing crescent. Sorry, it goes around this way. Waxing crescent, which is this curved shape, getting bigger. This time is about forward motion and progression, gaining information and gaining input to support your progress. Then we come to the first quarter, which appears as half a circle. Then we have the waxing gibbous, so that's more than half a circle is lit, moving towards full. This is a time to organize and adapt things along the way on your journey. Then halfway round, we've got to the full moon, where the entire moon is lit by the sun, so you can see the whole circle, and this can be a time that really stirs our emotions. Then we come to the waning gibbous. So waning means the moon is shrinking. Last quarter or third quarter, this is a time of reaping and reflection. Then the waning crescent, so the moon is becoming less and less visible. And then just before the new moon is seen in the sky, we have the dark of the moon, which can last 2 to 3 days. Reminds me of the Hermit card in the tarot. So this is a time of just waiting to start things, but like not starting anything new in the dark of the moon. Wait for that new moon to be visible in the sky. So I've also put here some different interpretations from tarot of the moon card. The classic one here, the Rider-Waite, has the dogs howling at the moon. And that tells us about the intense energy of the moon that can be sensed by animals and also by us. This card also tells you to listen to and trust your instincts, as situations around you may not be open or obvious, and there may be secrets. It's also card number 18, which reduces to a 9, which is an ending. So with this card, we're near the end of a journey, near the end of the hero's journey, but the path is still there for us to follow through these towers, but it's lit only by moonlight. So journeying along this path, it's like your senses have reached the limit of what they can show you, And you have to have the courage to follow your intuition as a guide along this last part of the journey, through these towers, through this kind of gateway, which is like a portal. So the message really is to stay on the path right to the end and not get tricked along the way by illusion. And also remember that at this stage, because it's the moon, intuition rather than reason will carry you on. So that was my introduction to the moon in astrology and tarot. Thank you for listening.